I got some more information that my wife gave me. Said that y'all might be interested in it. I don't know, but I'm going to post it just to satisfy her. She gave me a paper of all the different urgent care and emergency room facilities in the villages. I'm just going to tell you where they're at. I'm not going to give you all the phone numbers. You don't need them, because this basically is for people that don't live here and they're interested in stuff. Well, 441 urgent care facilities. I don't even know why it says that. But the first one is Brownwood. Well, Brownwood's not even in 441 near it, so I don't know. Well, there's one at Brownwood, one at Buffalo Ridge. Buffalo Ridge is a family area in the villages that people don't know we have, but I did a video on that, so don't ask questions about it. Back up, find the video, watch it. Colony Plaza, Lake Sumter Landing, Mulberry Plaza. Mulberry Plaza is about as far north in the villages as you can go. It's gorgeous up there. I just don't get up there because it's like in my car. It's like a 14-mile drive to get up there, so I just don't go up there much. I might do it though, just so you people can see the difference between the older parts and the newer parts, and see how things change as they go to different areas. Summerfield, exceptional urgent care at the Dana Center. I don't know where that is. Lake Regional Urgent Care on Old Camp Road. That's Sumter. Premier Urgent Care on Santa Barbara Boulevard. I don't know. Unova Urgent Care on Rolling Acres Road. I probably wouldn't go there because I can't pronounce the name. Okay, that's the thing about urgent care. Let's see what else you want me to tell you. Villages Homeowners Association. Well, they've got different associations here. They got the VHA, Villages Homeowners Association. They've got the POA, Property Owners Association. And I think there's another one. You're not required to join any of them if you don't want to. If you do, most of them are very, very reasonable in cost. As far as joining, I think the POA, because I did a video on it, and I even shared their address and phone number with you. Don't ask. Back up in the videos and find it and listen to it. They're like $10 a year, and with that you get a monthly magazine or something, and then you get discounts at different restaurants for being a member, and it's some advantages. I'm not a member of any of it because I'm just to the point that if there's any politics involved with it, I'm not going to do it, because there's no winning. It's nothing but arguments, and I don't want anything part of it. There's an old thing that I was taught a long time ago. If it affects your life after a certain age, if it affects your life negatively in some way, you cut it out of your life, no matter what it is. People, whatever. So I just don't do the politics thing. I see monthly newsletters, the VHA Voice, delivered as an insert in the Village's Daily Sun, the first Wednesday of the month. You can go www.thevha.net. That's what that's in, www.thevha.net. Service, oh, I got a backache. Oh, that just hurt. Oh. Services offered. Helping Hands, durable medical equipment, free to residents as needed. That's cool. New Resident Night, monthly presentation to new homeowners to learn about the community. And for you new homeowners, I've been to this. I also been to the one that the Villages has got. I can't think what it's called. It was a Colony when I bought a house. You go in there, they give you a bag. All the different vendors in the Villages, or at least one heck of a lot of them, are there. And you get free stuff. And we went there and talked to a lot of people and got free stuff. A golf cart clinic. Go. It teaches you the do's and the don'ts in a golf cart around the Villages. It's educational. It's free. Go. Grab a Coke. Take it with you. You'll probably learn a little something. Electronic recycling. Opportunity to safely dispose of electronic devices. MobiPet, Amber Alert for missing pets. I see that quite a bit, missing pets, and they put out these alerts, and more times than not, they find the pet. Educational classes, active shooter, that's a preparedness. If there's an active shooter in your church, in your neighborhood, at a rec center, if something should happen, they're teaching you what to do, how to do. In my mind, everybody should be carrying a gun. Active shooter comes in, take him out, problem over. Preparing to live to 100. Well, we can only hope, right? Covenants and deed restrictions. Yes, go to that if nothing else. People just don't know what their deed restrictions are, and if they do, they seem to ignore them, thinking that the villages can't do anything, and that's so wrong. You can end up with fines. You don't want to pay them. It'll be on your property tax bill. I mean, go. It didn't cost anything, and you might learn something. How amenity fees are spent. Go. They'll teach you how it's decided, where it goes, how it gets there, what it's used for. Go. Quarterly board meetings, communication problems, concerns, and suggestions to the following groups and publishes results to the VHA Voice. Representatives of the developer, district government, law enforcement. Law enforcement has things to say around here about the guard shacks, community watch, things to do, how to do. Fire departments here have all kinds of meetings and safety things for the public, and you know, it's very informative. Discount for members at local merchants. So these are some of the things you get from the Villagers Homeowners Association. I'm going to throw this in here too. I don't know if I can get any pictures of these, but I do a lot of, well, I don't do a lot, but walkthroughs on the new houses. And I was just here thinking the other day, nobody's ever said anything, but maybe I should do some pre-owned homes once in a while. This shows the difference in a price gamut and the way that they're decorated and so forth. So I got a newspaper here of some of the open houses today, which I can't do because my granddaughter Jessie is coming here today. She recently moved to Florida, and she's coming for a visit today, and I'm looking forward to that. So I'm doing this. She's going to be here in about a half an hour, so I'm doing this until she gets here. I hope you can see that. Can you guys see that home right here? Okay. That's a manufactured home, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. That's up in Orange Blossom area, which is in the village of Country Club Hills. And it's a golf front home. So in other words, it sits on the golf course. I can only assume on the country club, but I don't really know. That house is 149.8. So, see, you don't have to buy a $250,000 house or $500,000 house to live here. You have other options. And every area of the villages, I don't care if it's in the, what they call historical side, or if it's in the brand new side. They change as far as the village design goes, but the amenities are the same. And in the older side, for example, you get sometimes a better amenity. I go up to the old side right there once in a while, and I've had that in my last video, because at the neighborhood pool up there, they have a jacuzzi or hot tub. They don't have them down here anywhere. I've talked about that. As much money as they bring in on amenity fees, and we don't have a hot tub once here and there. I mean, that's just being cheap, as far as I'm concerned. But nobody seems to care, so, you know, I just don't understand it, but that's the way it is. But I go up there and I use that one. They have the same amenities as we do here. The layout up there is a little different. But you have the exact same things. And like I said, you don't have to spend $250,000 to have a house inside the villages. And most of these up here don't have a bond either. The bonds are all paid, or they were just done away with. What else have we got that's under 200? Oh, well, you have to dig, you know, sometimes to find them. But so anyway, I'm going to have to do one on the patio villas too. They're all car and a half garages up there around the Sumter Landing area. Most of them are. Well, they all are as far as I know. The 2-car garages are down by Finney. That's the major change on a patio villa. And for those of you that don't know what a patio villa is, let me see if I can find it here. This is in Mallory Square, right here. Can you get a good picture of what that looks like? Little picket fence in front. Notice the lanai is in front of the house, not in the rear. We had a patio villa for our first home. We used it as a vacation home. And I liked the lanai on the front. I just did. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here real quick. I just wanted to throw that in there. I would like some comments here real quick. I'm going to throw this in there. I have had actually only one person criticize my news on Friday. And everybody that watches this regularly, knows why I do the news on Friday and why I do it the way I do it. This person says that it's all negative news and they don't want to watch it on Friday. They want me to change the format to changing it to nothing but good news. And I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. I can find good news. But here's the thing. People that doesn't live here doesn't really know what goes on a day-to-day basis. Anybody that gets the Daily Sun is owned by the developer. So he has literally everything to say about what goes in that paper. So anything that affects the new home sales, which is where he makes his money, most of it, doesn't go in that paper. You're not going to read about some villager being drunk and beat up his neighbor and stabbed him with a knife or any of that. You're not going to read it in that paper. You're not going to read about how many 19-year-old juvenile delinquents are living here with mommy and daddy and causing problems because he won't allow it. When I quit reading that paper, I'll admit, if he's been doing it here lately, I don't know anything about it, because I quit reading that paper about 2 years ago because it was so one-sided that I just got tired of it. Well, the website, which I've already given everybody, it's a website newspaper about the villages, and he reports the other side of that. The car wrecks, the drunk drivers, the people that rape, rob, and steal, because that's the other side of the villages. And if you don't live here full-time, you will never know that. So I give out that website, and that's where I get most of my news. And I get it, well, I get it piece at a time. I will take something out of the Daily Sun, and I don't do all bad news, I don't think, but I do the top story. And if the top story happens to be some golf cart was stolen by a drunk villager and then run into a, I don't know, a rec center somewhere and tore the door, that's what I want to report on. If the top story that day was about a drunk villager that stole an ambulance, which that happened, I still think it's funny, I'm going to report on it. Because people that don't live here that's thinking about buying here, these are the things that they don't know. Because the developer likes to paint this place, and it was known for years as a Disneyland for adults. And it kind of is, but it kind of ain't. So that's what. You guys let me know. If you're tired of hearing about all the bad news, I'll change the format, and I'll start looking for the Paul Harvey kind of stuff, and I won't even report any of the bad stuff. So comment below. I'll be looking forward to it, and I'll be watching it. But until then, I got a granddaughter coming. I'm excited. I can't wait. We're going to take her out for dinner. And her husband's never been here, and we're going to show him around a little bit. And Sue's looking for more flooring. I can't believe this. After all this debating back and forth about what kind of flooring, what color, we're at, all this kind of stuff, we finally decided on a tile. She had like 8 different samples here. We got opinions from other people, and we finally decided on the tile we're going to use. She called the people up to go ahead and set up the appointment to get the tile, get the carpet ripped out, get the tile put in. Guess what? The job calls for, I forget how many square feet, but they only had 700 square feet. And the tile's been discontinued. So now we have to continue to search to elsewhere. So now she's out running around again. And it's just, what can I tell you? This is why I don't like to shop. But anyway, see y'all later. It's a beautiful day today. It's like, I don't know, 80 degrees or something, sunny, little breeze. This is the perfect village day right here. See you all on the other side.